Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. This video comes to you from a Western Kentucky field where a brand new model year 2022 673 engine horsepower FENDT 1167 Vario MT Tractor is working with a 60-foot wide Blu-Jet AT6020 anhydrous toolbar, applying nitrogen fertilizer to the field ahead of corn planting. During this video, we're going to take a look at this tractor's production history, specifications, price tag, and impressive 3-year, 3,000-hour warranty, as well as taking a ride up in the cab and visiting with the farmer, my friend Billy, about what he thinks of this new tractor from FENDT. But first, let's head out to the field so you can see and hear this big fertilizer application team at work. The 673 engine horsepower FENDT 1167 Vario MT Tractor is currently the highest horsepower tractor on the market today. Other major manufacturers of tracked and articulated high horsepower tractors currently top out at 620 or 640 engine horsepower for their largest models. The FENDT Vario MT Tractor series is manufactured in Jackson, Minnesota by the AGCO Corporation. The line includes an additional 3 models: the 511 horsepower Model 1151, the 564 horsepower Model 1156, and the 618 engine horsepower Model 1162. AGCO introduced the FENDT 1100 series Vario MT tractors in August of 2020. These machines went into the field in November of 2020 and went into full production for model year 2021. They remain the highest horsepower tractors from AGCO in 2022. The Model 1167 is powered by an MAN D4276 turbocharged 988 cubic inch diesel engine rated at 673 horsepower. When this tractor is operating at 1,750 RPM, it achieves a torque rating of 2,286. The 1167 features an AGCO FENDT Vario Drive Cvt Transmission. This constant variable transmission offers infinite speeds from 65 feet per hour all the way up to 25 miles per hour for road transport speed. The tractor is fitted with a 350-gallon diesel fuel tank and a 35.7-gallon diesel emission fluid tank for clean engine solutions. When the tractor rolls off the assembly line in Jackson, Minnesota, it weighs in at 42,000 pounds and can be field weighted up to 59,000 pounds. According to FENDT.com, the Model 1167 Vario MT Tractor has a list price of $657,770. Included in the price tag of all FENDT tractors is the Gold Star Customer Care Program, which is a 3-year, 3,000-hour warranty. This program also includes free oil changes, free fuel, air, oil, and hydraulic filters based on the manufacturer's recommended service intervals. Also, farmers are provided with a free loaner tractor. If their tractor goes down for more than 48 hours and requires additional repair time, FENDT provides them with a tractor to keep them in the field. Customers can also increase their customer care program up to the Gold Star Plus program, which is a 5-year, 5,000-hour warranty. During planting season, this Western Kentucky farm arrives at the field at 7 o'clock in the morning and works until midnight each day. The lighting package on the FENDT 1167 Vario MT Tractor is impressive. It lights up the field in a 360-degree radius around the tractor, and the lighting package carries for quite a distance across the field. We're going to spend some time up in the cab now and visit with my friend Billy, who's the farmer that owns this tractor, and talk to him about his experience in operating it. I'm up in the cab of the FENDT 1167 Vario MT, and the sun is just going down, and we can see the tractor's got great visibility at night. Really good panoramic view of the whole field with the lighting set up on this. And the tractor is putting down anhydrous here with the Blu-Jet. Billy, so you've put about 100 hours on this 1167 so far, putting anhydrous down this spring. How have you liked it so far?
Very nice. It's been a little bit of learning curve for me with the new controls, but the transmission really handles very well, and the more I run it, the more I like it. The way I set cruise control. Now I'm not doing it right here at this moment because I'm in some pretty bad rock, but so we're just easing along about 6 to 7 mile an hour, which normally I got my cruise set at 8.5 or 9. What's so nice about it? It'll go down over a hill, a red clay hill, and it may pull the tractor back, or it may slow the speed down to 6.5 at the minimum. That'd be the most, but. And then come over the hill, but you never hear the motor change tune. You really have to watch the speedometer because it's not a power sensation like you would normally have.
You ran the Challenger tractor since 2006, yes. And they always had a big growl out in the field.
Oh yeah, and
this one is extremely quiet.
You knew when you got up on that hill with that one, you're gonna be geared down, but this transmission, very nice. It does a great job turning. It turns better with a load than my Challenger, and I always thought the Challenger was probably the best there was as far as turning with a full load in there. But this transmission is really nice. I know the fuel economy is better than I was having before because I used to have to put in about 60 gallons to finish up the night. We run till 12 at night. Start early in the morning, run till 12, and I had to add about 60 gallons to it. This one, I haven't got it down to the last quarter of a tank so far. Every night. I do want to verify it. I like to compare it to my other green tractors and see how they are comparing, but I hadn't had the opportunity to get them what I thought was good running conditions. And there you hear it did change a little tone, but very little, no jumping. It just went over a hard pull right then.
You got a full
dropped
tank
down to 6.2, but now I'm back up to 6.8, and that's a pretty steep hill we just climbed over with a full 2,000 gallon anhydrous tank.
But on the Challengers, you always had an auxiliary fuel tank that you added to it.
I did, and I still didn't have enough. So honestly, I was truly adding about 100 gallons to make it through the night. This tank is a little bit bigger, but it's not much. It's more of the efficiency of the engine. that's doing it.
So you tried out the 1162 model, which had the narrow setting on it, and then on this one you have your wider 120-inch setting on it. It runs a little bit smoother.
The wheelbase, you're talking,
yeah, the
track
wheelbase.
base. Yes, and I think it probably helps it turn a little bit. But I ran my Challengers at wide out on those too, though. I think it does help turn in a hard pull.
And you've added a 3-point hitch to this one, so that'll be interesting to see that on the Ripper this fall.
We rip, and we've been pulling caddies, and I'm hoping it'll be a lot more efficient with the draft control on it. But I didn't get the tractor in time to really find out or not. But hopefully we'll find that out. And I hope it's a little more efficient on the fuel with having it with draft control. Plus get more acres, you know.
Sure, that's a big plus, especially this year with the price of diesel.
Yeah, I think they really have something with this transmission and this lowering these RPM. We're running 1300 right now. Going across the field running 7.6, 7.3, 7.5. That's true speed there, you know. And this is a very rolly field. It normally doesn't vary that much.
What amazes me is that in the other tractors, you know, when you were running at 7-8 miles per hour, I was grabbing onto the handlebar on the door, hanging on, and this one, it just hardly feels like it's moving.
Well, it's got those hydraulic shocks or dampers or whatever they call them on the middle of the bogies or middle of the track system. That really does smooth it out.
And then all your other big tractors are 9620 RXs, and so and notice you're also running John Deere GPS on this. I imagine it helps match up with the other tractors then.
Oh yeah, we can talk to each other with these. If he's in the field, these have the tractor talk around.
Well, I imagine that's handy to have that plug and play to use the John Deere system in it.
It is, and that comes with the tractor if you order it that way. I think they're using Rycon system.
Okay.
I believe that's correct. But it's been very, it's worked very smoothly.
See here, it's on auto steer. Billy doesn't have to handle the steering wheel until it turns around here on the headland. And that's gotta be especially handy at night when using the GPS, so you can be assured of right where you're supposed to be. And then the guidance takes over and the tractor's on that next 60-foot pass. You can also see that it's got a nice mirror here on the side, so you can see your implement and the track right down there. Just great visibility out all of these windows. So
I just pushed it on up. It's running 9 miles an hour right now, pulling a 60-foot applicator, and it's just quiet as a mouse. It did speed the RPMs up a little bit, but I'm gonna back it back off. It's so rocky right in here. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, it's nice that you can drop it back and forth like that, where it's not like the power shift where there's a big jolt.
A lot of times I have to look at the speedometer to even, I mean, it feels like it's running 3 or 4 miles an hour and it's running 8 or 9. It doesn't have that sensation like you normally would have.
Well, it's very smooth riding. It's more like a car on the pavement than a tractor out in the field. So when you're putting down this anhydrous, about how many acres do you get to a wagon load before you have to switch out?
33, 34 acres to a fillet, to a wagon that holds 2,000 gallons.
Well, this tractor definitely has plenty of power to pull this through. And is it pretty nice going down the road?
Very nice. The way this thing's so responsive. I mean, you pull out crossing a major road, you can pull out, you can accelerate extremely fast without having the jerking motion at all. Stop in a hurry. It's very amazing how it handles the highway.
Well, that Cvt transmission really makes it nice. So everything's good to control with that joystick there.
Yes. You can, and now that's been a little learning curve for me. This about everything in there. You can set up the hydraulics to any outlet, to any knob. You can set it up in here. Now I've got it set where I push go. The big go here, that it shifts it up into the higher gear. It sets it, kicks the tracking in and lets the implement down. When I get to the end, I'll do it here. I push this, it drops it a gear, or it drops it into the second one you have set, which is not really a gear, but you set a speed in it that you want.
It definitely makes turning around a little bit smoother.
Oh, very nice.
Have 2 speeds. And then over here you have all of your...
Well, actually you could end up having 4. Here's 2 more buttons that you can set to whatever speed you want. So you can end up, truthfully, having 4 speeds, you know, not a gear, it's a speed, if that's what you desire. I've got it set to this so I could do inrows and not be trying to track with it. I'll use these outside buttons to get in the range of speed that I want. Again, you kind of get away from saying gears because you set speeds, not gears.
That makes it really nice out here in the field. And then you have your John Deere monitors up here for the GPS and tracking everything and guidance.
Yeah, this is a slave box, so I can, instead of trying to divide it in 2 sections,
so we can see here how the section control.
I can actually monitor both tracking and that's the applicator information right there. This box right here is a capstan system. It's a great big filter.
And then you also have just the old-fashioned gauges out there.
I do, to back up. Sure is. I should have been watching those a little better earlier.
Well, Billy, thank you very much for taking some time to talk to me about the new 1167, and it's always great to visit the farm and see these big tractors.
Yeah, I hope maybe I can give you a little more insight as I run him more, but well, it's been good so far.
I'm looking forward to coming back when you're planting the double crop beans with the horse Panther on this.
Yes, I'm excited to run him with that.
I hope that you've enjoyed spending some time out in the field with and up in the cab of this 673 horsepower FENDT 1167 Vario MT tractor applying anhydrous ammonia as fertilizer ahead of corn planting. I'd like to hear in the comment section below this video if your farm has a FENDT or other AGCO brand tractor. Tell me about the model that you're running and the implements that you operate with it. If you've enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 2,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you would like to see additional content from this large Western Kentucky farming operation, continue to watch this video for a few more seconds at the end screen to a direct link to those Big Tractor Power YouTube videos. As always, thank you for watching.